Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, Trashkin, all good evening, and welcome to another session of Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, Rat's the Trash Bear, and I'd like to take a moment and invite you to join the Trashkin if you're new here. That's the subscribe button, which of course grants you access to the secret stash of Joke Cola, preferred seating, and the premium snacks. Yes, the premium snacks at the moment are the good slab jerky. We're working on expanding. We got some toasted kelp coming in, a few more vegetarian options, a couple of vegan options. I know the trash can are a wide array. Just I have an easier time getting hold of good jerky wearing it. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. So I was fiddling, and I forgot for a moment that we can examine our inventory, and the one thing Ford gave us was the flashlight. Oh, there. We've hit pay dirt. 045, what? Wait, hold on just a moment, Trash. I could kick myself. I wanted to try 0415 or 0451. They looking glassed us, Trashkin. They looking glassed us. If you don't know what that is, looking glass use variations of 0451, Fahrenheit 451, in a lot of their games for 4-digit codes and 3-digit codes. Oh, I am embarrassed I didn't try it. Oh, right. Oh. 4 1 5. Huh? Hold on. Did I get it wrong? 0415. Oh, open. There we go. Heck did he... Cargo control key. Simple key, but considering its owner, whatever it unlocks must be far from simple. What goes around comes around. If you don't do anything wrong, say, take something that wasn't yours, you should be just dandy. Now, what's that look for? Well, I have no idea what that does. But it's cargo control. And we only know of one cargo crane in the area. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Talk to Wally. Who, you know, last time we were on the clock, so I was like, okay, Wally, I'll take your word for it that we have a purpose in this world, so on and so forth. Alright, just a rain collector there. Seems like an ineffective position, but okay. I mean, like, solar desalination might be a little more effective considering that we got moderate sunlight and plenty of seawater, but...
Traveler. I knew you'd say that.
Hey, oh, we could do relic charge upgrades? Oh, they cost Luminite now? Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, and we just have access to Wallet Mystic and real new path.
Until next time.
Alright, well, I don't see any key for that there.
Traveler.
Let's ask some questions.
This is Earth before the root came. No, wait. After the root came 121 years ago and killed over 97% of the world's population. They can't... sorry. This is our home. Our place. Everyone's got a place. Root attacks have slowed down here some since the old days, but they're still around. I mean, you knew that.
You're kind of obsessed with the root.
Oh, it's the site, like I said. Or, I think I said. I see things. Always have. Things I don't want to see. Things no one else sees. It's the root. They're connected. We're connected through the site. When I was a kid, I thought they were nightmares.
Ah, Mark.
My
That's
big
who I was
brother
trying to
Mark
remember.
talked me through them. Things were easier with Mark. Then Mark died. And the root mother came. She was something else. Not root, not human, but I was drawn to her. Commander Ford didn't want me talking to her.
That's a little alarming there.
It didn't stop me.
Wallace, buddy.
She told me what I was seeing. Taught me to use it. Taught me how not to use it. I'm one of the few people that misses her. Now that she's gone, my people here. They need the site. Like you and your friend need it. I see what the root sees. Past, present, future. Worlds to be, and worlds long gone. They see everything.
Sounds
Too
like a
much,
lot.
and not enough. They obsess the root. Focus, cessation, serenity, similitude. But they can't see past oblivion. And they can't see all ends. Can't see their end.
Oh.
Death and oblivion. A flaw that became perfection. The root only want to kill, to annihilate, to silence. Yeah. Blessed silence. Serenity among the ashes.
You spent a lot of time in root skulls, haven't you, buddy?
Everyone asks. No one wants the answer.
I want the
That's
answer.
What they say. It's never true. The root won't ever stop. And they can never die. When one falls, another takes its place. Always. For the root, there's no time. Patience is just existence. Doors close and doors open. And the root waits behind everyone. They see only one end. The end of everything. There's no other outcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not what you want to hear. It never is.
Have you seen my future?
I've seen you a bunch of times. They think about you a lot. That's how I knew where you were, and where you would be. That's how I knew I'd meet you today. I don't know anything. I see what they see, the shapes of things, the silhouettes of events so certain they can't be changed. If I hadn't told Clementine you were out there, you wouldn't be here. But I saw you here, clear as day. They saw you. Oh, there's a lot of things coming. You're in the middle of most of them. Who the hell knows why? Don't worry. You will
You
later.
will later.
Until next time.
Alright. Well, let's see what we can get out of Reggie while we're at it. I mean, may as well. Aimed a key in a puzzle. Who's to say exactly where it goes? I cracked one chunk of a puzzle and found a whole nother puzzle. Namely, what do key? Well, we know what do key. We don't know where use key. Well, let's see what we
Don't
can get
suppose you've seen
out
Clementine
of.
yet, have you?
Nah.
Keep trying, hey? She's gotta be out there. What do you want to ask me? You
How you
know
settling?
me. I don't settle so much as stop moving on for a while. Though, I like any place with a warm bed and decent food. But now that I think about it, there's something different about this place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides weird shit like floating crystals and girls that shoot light out of their hands. The people here are... they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They help each other. I think most of them like each other. I ain't seen that in a long time. Maybe ever. I don't know if you've met them all yet, but do, eh? They're good folk. And I can tell you who does what if you want. I've been around here long enough for that,
There's
at
something
least.
protect me out there. It's dangerous out there. You know, where you could give me an edge. You think you might actually stay here?
You'll want to talk to Reggie. He's got all kinds of cures and tonics. A fix to what ails you, he says. And while you're over there, see if you can figure out what's going on with that old mudtooth. He's got some crazy stories, but I can't tell if any of them are true. His stew's pretty good too, once you get used to the smell. It'll keep you on your feet for days.
Yep. Chock full of amphetamine.
Have you met Dwell yet? Not a human one, that's for sure. He calls himself a pan from some place called
Yeisha.
I tell you what, I don't understand half of what he's talking about. But the crystals he sells are like nothing I've ever seen. Might be just what you're looking for. I don't know. Why? You ready to move on or something? Oh,
The
I get
opposite.
it.
I like it.
You just want to know if I've gone soft for this place, huh?
Little.
I admit, I'm starting to take a shine to it. This is the first place in a long while that's felt anything like home. I mean, you know me. Comfort makes me skittish, but I don't know. It feels like it'd be hard to get too comfortable in a place with glowing portals and talking goats. Anyway, I just want to stick around and see what happens next. All right. I'll be here when you get back.
Well, I did, however, exhaust
Good to see you,
most
friend.
everything in the old equipment.
What would you like to know?
How old is the
teeth,
word?
friend. Old as teeth. Everything we know comes from Founder Ford. That title don't come from nowhere. He was there at the start. When the world ended, about 120 years ago, give or take a decade, Ford and some survivors took shelter in old Ward 13 over there. I don't know how many wards there were, but they were all part of something called the Dreamer Project that went bad. Ford and Clementine are the only ones what really know, and they don't like to talk about it. But old Reggie's got a gift for collecting stories, and I've gleaned a few things. At the wards, see, they connected people to machines that made them dream about other worlds. But these worlds were real, and the dreamers were seeing through the eyes of someone that lived there. Sounds like a bridge too far, don't it? It did for me too. At least until I met Clementine. There are rumors. Some say he made a deal with the Root, and that's why he's so hell-bent on stopping him. Some say he was experimented on in the Dreamer Project. Some say he found some kind of magic out there in the years when he was traveling the world.
Which is my bad.
Truth is, nobody knows. Maybe not even Ford himself. Personally, I think Ford's just tough as dirt and refuses to
Just
die.
to die.
The story's pretty long, friend. Let me know if you get tired of the telling. After the world fell, see, Founder Ford carried the whole burden of what happened on his shoulders. Tell the truth, I don't think he ever put that burden down.
What
But
do you
let's
do?
see, where were we? Ah, yes. Founder Ford carried a heavy burden in those earlier days. Probably still does. But what could he do? At first, nothing. He pressed on with the work of helping others survive. If you ask me, that was the best thing he could have done. And it never should have stopped. Maybe he wouldn't have if Evelyn hadn't. See, Evelyn was his wife, and she was something special. She could hear the Root, see what they saw. At first, she thought she was going insane. But then she started using it, spying on the dead wood. And she saw something coming. She saw a monster, something the ward, the whole city couldn't handle. And only one
Singe
way
and
out.
Trent.
She communed with the root.
Trient.
I guess you'd call it. Melded her mind to theirs.
The
And
Ent.
drove the monster off. But the root swallowed her, body and mind, until there was nothing left of Evelyn Ford. Her husband lost it then. He left the ward for months, sometimes years at a time, wandering the worlds trying to find something, anything that could stop the root. And one day he just didn't come back. Well, now my story's not through yet. The Fords, they had a daughter, Nadine. She was maybe 17 when her mother disappeared. Too young to run the ward, but when her pa was gone, folks would ask her their questions instead. Then one day, she was just in charge of everything. Nadine had her own daughter, Ellen, who really made us who we are today. Commander Ellen Ford inherited her mother's pragmatism, her grandfather's doggedness, and her grandmother's willingness to make hard choices. So whenever someone showed up, dehydrated, starving, half mad from loss, she took them in, taught them a trade in medicine and supplies, gave them a family. So you were paying attention. I owe a lot to Ellen Ford, and we all do. And I miss her something fierce, let me tell you. She was one of the dreamers, if you can believe it. The only one still alive, as far as I can tell. She says she got sucked out somehow, dragged into her dream world before the root came to Earth. I don't understand it much. I reckon she don't either. But she found herself in a place called Riesel, a world covered in snow and inhabited by giant intelligent rats. Don't know how she survived, but I imagine it has to do with those powers of hers. Hey, that's the story I still haven't gotten out of her. Sure is. But power like that don't come without a cost. I can only imagine what it must take out of her to control a power like that. Oh, about 20-odd years ago, we had almost nothing left. Trapped in Ward 13 with nowhere to go and the root getting worse all around us. Then this stranger wanders in out of the storm, makes friends, picks up some gear, and damned if they don't take the fight to the root. I still don't know if that wanderer was crazy or brave or both, but they did it. They beat the root, and things got better day by day. Once it seemed safe to live outside again, Commander Ford made plans to build this town here. She
let's
was
hear
a
about Ellen.
force, that woman. Founder Ford came back once. Did I mention that? Almost 60 years ago, right after his daughter Ellen's mother passed away. Ellen couldn't have been more than 18 at the time, but she told him the war didn't need him. Didn't have room for some legend who was just as likely to leave as to lead. I reckon Founder Ford saw the wisdom of that, because a while later, he left again and didn't return for a long time. When he finally did, he wasn't leading us no more. He was content to leave the ward in better hands. Ellen's hands. Well, she fell sick some time ago. Most of us have lost folks without any chance to say goodbye. But we got that with Ellen. Why, she even made things right with her grandfather before the end, or so I hear. The two of them together put Bo in charge of the ward. No one was more surprised about that than Bo. But you know what? He's the right man for the job. Ain't no one loves the ward, loves these people more than the kid who was raised by him. He's gonna do all right. The Wanderer was on a mission from the start. Said something about getting to the tower on the old atoll out there. Sounded crazy the first time I heard it. But turns out, that tower was one of the old wards. The Wanderer's path wasn't easy, though. Our Wanderer had to track down Founder Ford just to find a way in. And that meant following his trail. Just you wait, I'm getting to that. Well, Ford, it seemed, had gotten himself mixed up in another world's affairs, helping a rebellion out here. and he was imprisoned for it. Now, no one here knew that, but the Root Mother knew. And that's who our wanderer left to see. The Root Mother's got a story all her own, and I don't know half of it. Before she was the Root Mother, she was Evelyn Ford.
And
That's
confirmation
right. The Founder's wife.
that we didn't really
Bound
need.
herself to the Root, she did, and it changed her. Turned her into something else. But when the Wanderer showed up, she pulled herself out. The Root Mother, or whatever she called herself after that, sent our Wanderer down a trail of sorrow, at the end of which was the Founder himself. The Wanderer freed him and used his knowledge to get into the tower and destroy the last Dreamer. Or what we thought was the last Dreamer anyway. It did weaken the Root for a time, but I guess that weren't the whole story. So the Dreamer was dead, the storm subsided, but the Root, they were still around. Then Founder Ford tells us about the oldest war, the first one, where the Dreamer Project began. He hoped there might be some clue there as to why the Deadwood was still coming to our world. So our Wanderer goes a-hunting. Oh, they found more than even old Ford bargained for. You ain't wrong. Place was full of doors, and I'm not talking about the quiet humankind. One of these doors led to the world of Reesum, where the Wanderer found Clementine. Clementine opened a door what nobody else could have opened. And inside, I hate to admit it, but I don't know what they found inside.
Oh, I do.
All I know is the Root stopped coming when the Wanderer and Clementine were through. They'd done it. Saved the whole damn world. Just making sense of things. Stories make us who we are. If we don't share them, don't learn from them, we're just bouncing around in the dark.
Alright.
Don't be a stranger.
Well, Trashkin, we have spent considerable time on lore again. So, I do suppose it's time that I bungle around off screen and see if I can figure out what this key does. Well, Trashkin, it occurred to me whilst I was fiddling that I have, in fact, been staring at a big old pile of containers this entire time. Didn't think to check them. Oh yeah. This feels about right to me. There we go. Oh, this seems...
Oh yeah.
Hello. M60R. Old friend. I've missed you. Oh, let's see what it tells us. An old but reliable weapon that's best used for close-range combat. Its compact size and high rate of fire make it ideal for skirmishes and cramped environments where maneuverability is key. It may lack the punch of larger weapons, but its quick and precise burst can make all the difference in a tight spot. The scarcity of ammo only makes each bullet more precious. Every shot fired is a gamble with fate. However, the more you can unleash, the better your odds of surviving. A small caliber machine gun. Submachine guns suited. For close range skirmishes. Oh, it's so good to have our old companion back. Wait, is that a freaking labyrinth door? That's a freaking labyrinth door. I think we're gonna wind up back in the labyrinth, Trashkin. Well, I am going to keep my eyes open when I hit the labyrinth because of that. One thing I know. That's how to get from A to B in the labyrinth, man. Right, so we can't creep crawl our way up there. We got no path up. Well, I guess it's back to Narib for us. Narud? Narud! Yeah! Well, let's hit it. Not my most productive half an hour start, but hey, we solved a puzzle at least. Reroll campaign. That's rerolling campaign, that's just like different difficulties. Okay. That's nice. Let's see, so sessions, future domain, Phantom Wasteland. Alright, so we can fast over there. Can I fast travel to the checkpoint in the formless void? I'm tempted to see if I can trigger that twice. Or that'll just drop me back in. Oh, yep, that dropped me all the way back down. Alright, no way to cheese that one. Just have to wait for the reroll, I think. Yeah, just pop me out up top. Well, we've done 3 dungeons and collected 2 keys in that time. Oh. Boy howdy, this is working out so far. Yeah. Alright, there was a drone last time. Where haven't I been? We haven't been to center. Alright. Whoop.
Alright, let's do this.
For a second, I thought I'd vivisected him.
Holy hell.
There's some scrap over there we missed the first time. Oh, that's iron. Well, we need iron anyway. Well, or we will. I imagine I should probably start improving our melee as well. Oh.
Shit.
There we go.
Holy hell.
Yep. So it's not that I need to kill that bat, but they deeply annoy me.
No.
And a little more luminite.
Glad that's over.
So we can invest in that upgrade that I've been putting off for better guns.
Here you go. That's it. For now.
Myself turned around again. Alright, so from here... Yeah, the central complex. About to get loud. May as well bridge the gap as best we can. Am I right? Yep, there and there. So I guess we head back roughly the way we came. Door, no means of opener. Something there. We just gotta find a way. Aha! Good.
Holy hell.
Well, I'm still only good with the claws, but they're starting to pay their own dividends. Add even more luminite for our woes. Well, that's a dead end if ever I saw one.
This isn't looking good.
Speaking of dead ends, not a here. You get back here, bud. Anybody else up here? There we go. me are these dudes showing up in pairs now? Oh.
Okay, this is it.
Elemental resistance. Well, that's good. Probably not going to use it, but that's a good option. Now I'm looking at the combos. Stone of Expanse, you say? Increases range damage by 12, reduces all armor damage dealt by 6. Well. With this ring on, your vision expands in a way that's hard to describe. Distant objects are drawing closer, easier to hit, but anything already near you slips your field of vision like water. The stellar currents have more utility than simply guiding Nereid. They connect points in time and space, allowing those with the sight to traverse, or at least see across them. This has applications both at an astronomical level and, if one is clever about it, an individual one. Well, that's a fine option. We'll stick with our basic rough kit here. We'll worry about refining the build later. That proved worthwhile. Oh. Alright, that's an end. That's a wee bit of something there. There we are.
Okay, this is it.
Oh.
It's over.
Anybody else? For heaven's sake. Yep. Ah, just a handgun ammo. I feel personally slighted by that. I think that's the hard edge there. Yep, that'd be the hard edge. So those actually slide through barriers. Good to know. I also hate it.
Here they
Yeah,
come.
I'm not gonna bother trying to murder you, buddy. You can enjoy your new existence as a feature of the landscape. Alright. Well, let's slide through here because we know we got something over there.
Great, more bad news.
Whoa.
That's it?
Ah? Ooh. More iron.
This isn't looking good. Yeah.
Oh. That's about what I thought. Oh, there. Get it in.
Come on.
I'm glad they kept the Q sound in. I'd be lost without it. So much to explore, Trash. So much to explore. So much to get lost in. There we go. I'm gonna look real forward to when I got a little less dust in the eyes in this game, I tell you what. It does set the mood. It's even a little techno Silent Hill-esque to me. Whoop.
Right, let's do this.
Anybody else down there? Heck. Where are my relatives to everything? Oh, damn, south of. Okay. Well, that explains why I didn't turn it up on the first sweep. I just, you know, started chugging Norfish. Ah, forged iron. Great find. Ah, we're still making so little in scrap. Nothing there. I got no return route, but... Oh wait, that's not a ladder. Okay.
This is it. Well, I'm glad that's over.
Oh. Got a down shot, but you know me, I like to make sure I got everything before I head down. Alright. 40 units in, we find the next dungeon. Well, not my most productive play. Sometimes you gotta make a little time for the odd bodkin puzzles and item hunting, Trashkin. Pays dividend. Whoa, hello. Let's... Oh.
Damn, is it
I jerked myself on that one. Well, I don't know how far into this we're gonna get, Trashkin. We're gonna make what progress we can. At the very least, we're gonna take the entrance. I mean, there have been a lot more generous with dungeons than this one, I gotta say. Strong drink. It's like taking a load off your shoulders, both mentally and physically. It's like lifting the weight of the world from your mind at... Oh. Yep. This is the downside of having non-volatile M2 key memory or storage. It load real quick, even if you got a mech grade processor. Spectrum Nexus 7. How fascinating. Well, down we go. Thank God, I was a little worried they weren't going to give me my ammo back. So I figured out what the corrupted Luminite was for. It's for mutators and such. Alright. Well, we're down here. You know, I'm reminded briefly of Nightmare Yesha. Like seriously, remember the treetop sections? Yeah, a little like that. Well, so far in Denata, but up.
All right, let's do this.
That digitigrade Lake Hop looks so damn silly. This looks vastly different to where we've been before. I don't see anybody active up here. Let's make a sweep of the top side. Oop. More iron. Ah, a return door. I don't know if you're supposed to indicate the spark of intelligence or what there. There we go. Charge attack's got a little bit of a lower scoop to it. Woo! That almost got hairy. Alright, let's check out this far side. Yeah, more raw material, I guess. As far as I can tell, that's raw material. Raw brain. Dreer goop. So that moves us along. I kind of want to peek. Alright. Yep. Woo!
Damn. Is it over?
Definitely heading back down that central hole, Trashkin. No question about that. I am curious to see where this winding trail leads. Ah, come on. There you go, champ. All right, new technique. Down, up, sidelong, up it. Puppo. He's a very good boy. Just BB struggles with elevators. To be fair, these things violate at least a half dozen OSHA codes. What you looking at me like that for? Trashkin, we both know OSHA has not taken anti-gravity, levitation, or magnetic levitation tech into account because they assume no one would use it. We do better. There we go. I'm like, my shots were a little slow for that. Not bad, but a little slow. This feels like I'm about to get jumped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here they come.
Oh. Come on, give me a shot. I know. Whoa, whoa. Yay. Ooh, and Luminite to boot. Oh, we're flat out of pistol ammo, eh? You get over here. You get over here, good boy. You sit. It's a good boy. Stop running ahead of formation, okay? I don't want to revive you, buddy. You're too precious. You're too good a being. Although, for those of you with companion anxiety...
Great.
Seriously?
Bad news.
Now what? Oh, man. Just keep chain aggro with... For heaven's sake. Well, we're still in fair to middling condition. I don't want to burn that bandage. We have so few. We have exactly one. One bandage. Not burning it on one derp moment. Let's see, more relic dust, a little bit of scrap. A very little bit of scrap. Come on. Come on, come on, champ. There you go. Ah, more forged iron for our woes. This place is real expensive, too. I'm gonna have so much to scrape. Wait, that's where we came from. Whoops. Alright, well, let's scope that out real quick. Well, at least a completely separate pathway. Whoa!
Here they come.
Good boy.
Hell.
Ah. I need the ammo. Alright, so that would lead back down. Or up further. I think we're gonna punch this clock. Oh. And a relic. A purple. How lovely.
Holy hell.
Oh, that leads up. Okay. This feels a little easy. I think life is about to get real interesting on the second floor. Papa. I was saying, for those who have companion anxiety, the puppo. Oh, vacuum seal, you say? Vacuum seal, vacuum seal, vacuum seal. Ah, vacuum seal ring. You tell yourself it's not a black hole. It can't be. Black hole, even the size of a pin, would destroy this entire world, wouldn't it? But if it's not a black hole, why does it suck the light in like that? There's no power source in the universe greater than that of Ellipsis Tara. A normal black hole produces so much dark energy that it can sustain its own existence, but Ellipsis Tara produces enough energy to sustain both itself, Nereid, and all the stars in the universe 1 trillion times over. Increases automatic pickup range for scrap by 100%. Pick up scrap, iron, or ammo. Grants a shield for 10% of max health for 10 seconds. Does not stack. Well, that's lovely for those of you more concerned with picking up goods. I mean, extra range. Well, this has been a worthwhile trip up the tree. Alright, well, we know that leads somewhere, just not where. Alright, that heads up. Before I wrap things, I definitely want to check out that centerpiece so I know what's up. But I'm gonna poke my head here for just a second. Ah, that's a mist curtain if ever I seen one, Trashkin. So we're gonna head back and see what's up at that centerpiece. It feels like they chilled out a little bit with the multiple dungeon routine. You know, the multi-part puzzles. You know, I'm gonna make it a policy that there needs to be at least one incident of petting the good boy per episode. One minimum. Or more. He's a very good boy. Alright, well, I'm gonna save us a little bit of time and pause on the jog back. Alright, Trashkin, let's see what we done skipped. Well, it's a hole.
Here they come. That's it. For now.
I don't think we gotta return down here. I may have just cost myself a res. Oh, hello. There we go. Alright, we gotta pay careful attention to what's below us and where we drop. For, reasons. Oh! Ooh, relic! Relic! More purple. Boy, I hope it's not a trait book. I mean, to be fair, the game hasn't been the kindest of trait books just this instance, but... Constant variable. Constant variable, you say. The Dressier valued natural life above all things, so much so, they devoted the fate of the entire species to find more of it. Created life, on the other hand, was far more expendable. The universe is an infinitely complex machine, made of trillions of less complex machines, which themselves are made of astoundingly simple agents. When one of these less complex machines becomes aware, we call it life. When it is aware, we call it sentient. Alas, these miracles turned out to be far more rare than we hoped. Increases range damage up to 20s based on weapon's current overheat value. There's an... Oh! That's great for doctors. Like, if you can keep the sustained fire going, you hit harder. So it encourages you to gamble a little bit with overheat. What am I looking at here? Do we have the overwrite pin, perhaps? Seems... Ah! There we are. Whoa! Oh. Yep, another displacer, huh? I kind of hate this elite version. Woo! Time wave mutator, you say?
Glad that's
Oh. No, I want the stuff! How dare you, game? How dare you? Betray me! Come on, Popo. We're done with this collapsing alternate dimension. Well, that was a bit more than I expected. Alright, we're gonna work our way on up, and we'll see how I feel when I get there. Oh, I missed a hidden chest in the hidden ring here. I forgot to open that. Almost missed that. Glad I remembered. Alright, moving along. And here we are. Alright, Trash Can. We don't have to poke our nose in the next section, but it's a little more fun if we know what's up next. So, in we go. This looks like a fight. Yeah, I feel a fight coming on. No, this is not looking good because this thing just... Oh, no. Oh, the Custodian's eye. Woof. Oh, that hits hard. Okay, second shot. Reminds me, I should bother to read what support does. Support. Engages enemy, companion returns to handler. Health grants plus 2%. 2% of max health per second, and ooh, that howl might be real freaking handy. For this fight in particular. Again? Yep. Okay, we did that wrong again. Do better. Do better. We done goofed. Immediately. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, brother. I just want you to know I hate you. Okay, they're really bringing the old school unfair challenging movement back for a hot beat here. Okay, I am impressed. I didn't expect you guys to expand on that. All right, buddy. Up. Herbider. Okay. Alright. We're slowly doing betterish. Not great, but betterish. I'm gonna take just a moment, pop back to camp, and go right ahead and upgrade some stuff. So, a quick side note. Apparently, I forgot to read Time Wave, which applies slow status to all enemies in 7.5 meters. Apparently, at level 10, it increases range damage when they're inflicted with slow by 15%. And of course, the good old refunder, which I have dropped the princely sum of a bit. Oh yeah, I still gotta turn the ionic crystal into a mod. Well, we're gonna low priority that because I think that's a shield. Ironically enough, that might have actually come in handy. Well, I'm hoping behind this boss is the third key, because if not, that's gonna be some considerable egg on my face. Alright, we upgraded the pistol, we upgraded the Black Maw. Well, that damage is a lot improved. Ooh, centuries old iris. Let's see what the ooh, that little guitar victory is a little doofy, but I like it. We haven't taken much in spirit. Single point in fitness will help us, but since we don't have the old Eldritch knowledge routine, I guess everything's going into vigor for now. Because we are crunchy. Now let's see what that iris tells us, huh? It has no independent power source that you can find, but it hums with energy. Light shines from within, as though the star that powers Nerud gives life to everything within its walls. It was not enough to create a star. That vast energy then had to be stored, transferred, utilized. Can a god create a power source so potent even he cannot harness it? I do not know. But for a brief time, the Jazeer had done just that. Oh. Let's see what else we find beyond the DOS room, as it were. That's a very prominently placed chest. It seems to be a little different than standard. Range critical damage. That's nice. Anything under this? Nope. Whoa. That felt funky. Do we just have a return path then? A little bonus at the end. Ah, looks like a return path to me. Yee. Papa, that's a little close to the edge, Papa. You done good, though. You got on the elevator all by your onesies. Ah, there we go. Finally. Seeker's key number 3.
This looks important.
And it is. Well, that was what, 4 dungeons? Aye. We had the fetid, the vault, the tower. Like, we're doing good for a minute there, and then, like, we started coming up butt-kiss. Oh, hey. Phantom Wasteland 2. So it drops us right back out here? Alright. So we're above. Oh, hey. Well, now we know how that opens. Well, Trashkin, I hate to leave you in suspense, but that's where we're going to call it for this session of Remnant 2. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to remind you that at any time, if you hit the subscribe button, you can become a part of the Trashkin. If you're new here, that is. Which, of course, grants you access to the secret stash of Jolt Cola, the premium snacks, which now include toasted seaweed and vegan chili. With crackers. Yeah, it's kind of a jambalaya situation there. And a little bit of hummus. I'm not great at vegetarian. And of course, the good slap jerky. Which, of course, helps us out in the algorithm, helps me reach a wider audience, and helps potentially keep the trash fire burning brighter to attract a wider swath of trashkin in potentia. And of course, likes and comments help us out in the algorithm and are deeply appreciated because YouTube ain't really helping out the Let's Play long formats here. So if you want to see more of it, those would really help out because you succeed or fail by the crowd you build here. And I would like to do better than worse, but if you don't care to, fair enough. But if you got the time, I appreciate it. I try to respond to every comment I get. Any hoozle? I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching and keeping the vibe around the Trash Fire chill. Go ahead. Don't forget to have a good stretch by the Trash Fire. Don't forget to help yourself to a drink and snack on your way out. Don't forget to just stack the chairs by the snack table. I'll worry about jangling those back into place. I've been your humble host, Ratzer Trash Bear, and until next time on Trash Tier Gaming. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. Do pace yourself on your walk home. I don't want you pulling anything. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one, Trashkin.